Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was...
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 6 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Here's Minshew. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. First carry for Nick Chubb. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 24, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st down, it's Moss. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. We're scoreless after 1.
Come on, baby. Let's go. 180. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. On 1st down, it's Moss. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on the short.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew, and it's caught by Parker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And 2 stop. Stop here, D. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Minshew sets to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, look at that. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, he slipped right by him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Mayfield now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. All day. Defense all day.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He finds Beckham complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now he'd like to stay upright when he's been up under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 36, Minshew. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shoot this side. We got 3. We got 3. Fight.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Yeah, way to go. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
So
That's
from
what I'm
one
talking about.
end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, it's Moss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Browns on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It'll be Minshew again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Browns on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready. 51 to mine. Check.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, Minshew to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Minshew. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So third and long, here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Minshew. This is Johnson. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Minshew throwing on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They'll run on first down. Moss. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized it was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're
yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like